Hey guys, Andy here. So a little bit of a different video today. You might be sort of saying, well, Huel? Why is Andy reviewing Huel? It's not really technology. I'm kind of, I suppose the angle I'm coming at is this kind of technology is kind of an advancement in food. It's kind of, I mean, is it the future of our food? I kind of hope not, but at the same time, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I'm allowed to make a video. You can't stop me. So actually what I will try and do, because I know I waffle a bit at the beginning of some of these videos, so somewhere kind of around here, I'll try and put a little sort of itinerary of what the different timestamps of the different parts are, because I'm going to waffle a little bit now and some people don't want to see that, they want to just get on with what's it actually about. So kind of a little bit of history. I was doing a video up by the garages, it was a car vacuum cleaner, early part of May, and I watched it back and thought to myself, I've put on a lot of weight. It's not okay to look like that. I had a big belly kind of almost hanging over. I was crouched over doing something and my belly was holding over my belt and things. And I'm just thinking, wow, I'd never really seen myself like that before, which is weird because I make lots of videos and I see myself doing all these different things, but I'd just not seen that. And I thought, that's not acceptable. I need to do something about that. I need to fix it. So I started a kind of getting back into shape thing. Now, it's very simple. You eat less and you move more. That's really it, isn't it? And I'm going to do, or I'm thinking to do, I will do, I think, a whole separate video, because a few people have commented on my channel saying, Andy, you look like you've lost weight. And I have. I've lost almost 4 stone in almost 4 months. So it's going really, really well. And I was thinking I was going to make a video, a bit of the tech angle to it, like what's the tech that I've used to help me do that. So if you want to see that, drop me some comments below, because that'll kind of motivate me to actually get it done. But back to the Huel sort of thing. So eating less, you need to kind of know how much you're eating. You need to kind of count your calories, basically. It sounds a bit boring and dull, but I'm that guy now. And Huel just makes that a little bit easier. It's a very sort of, it's a very specific amount. It's very specific, all the nutrients. Well, we're going to come to kind of what's in it, I suppose. But I guess, so what I did do, I changed my breakfast, and I generally was eating lunch kind of as I normally would. But then in the evening, I'd probably go cycling and I'd have a smoothie. I even bought a smoothie, a half decent smoothie maker. And I do like the smoothies, but me being very lazy, it's a bit of a pain, a bit of a ball ache to put together all the different fruits and veg and things that go into it. And then washing afterwards. And to be fair, after a little while, you get a little bit kind of, oh, another smoothie again. Oh, great. And I noticed a lot of people talking about Huel. So I thought, let's give it a go. Some people apparently literally 3 meals a day is Huel. I don't know how they do that. Again, we're going to come to that kind of thing as we go forward. But I thought, let's give it a go. And then I thought, well, let's make a video about it. You might have noticed I'm sporting a Huel t-shirt. I'm not sponsored by them. I've paid for everything that I've got here, and this will be my, hopefully regular viewers will know, these will be my honest sort of opinions. But you get the free t-shirt, which actually, this is a double XL, but it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit tight. It's a very nice quality t-shirt, actually, to be fair, but you get it free with your first order, as you do with the shaker, which is actually quite a nice shaker. I like this, it's got the measurements down the side. It's quite a big, it's a little big and bulky, but generally it's quite a nice shaker. So anyway, that's kind of enough me waffling at this point. Let's have a look at sort of what comes in the box, what I ordered, and some of those bits and pieces like that. So here it is. I have to say that it was very quick service, actually. I ordered, quite late in the afternoon on a Sunday, and it came kind of Monday afternoon, I think. So props to them for that fast delivery. There's a little water damage, the box, but no worries. So I've got an envelope here. This is what had the free t-shirt in, which is actually very nice quality. I guess, I don't know quite why I might wear it, but it is a nice quality t-shirt at least. We get 2 of the measuring scoops because I got 2 packs, and I got a flavour boost pack, which is only like £1.50, which a lot of people say is worthwhile. Just gives you a few options for if you get a kind of plain or a vanilla-y flavour. Here's the shaker itself that I've already mentioned, and the measurements on the side, which do make it easier when you're making your drinks. And then the packs themselves, they are like, I guess they surprised me how kind of big and heavy they are. I got berry flavour and I got vanilla flavour. You can see on the back all the different nutrients there. Big long list of vitamins and minerals. But yeah, really quite weighty. Did surprise me a little bit. Now, if you're going to order, I will say use the link in the video description, because I think we both get £10, or you get £10 off and I get £10 off my next order. The other thing you get free on your first order is a little booklet, kind of telling them a little bit about them and a little bit about Huel. You can see there some of the nutrients that's included, which is quite impressive, really. So I think it's time to actually get making an actual drink. So it's simple enough. You tear away the top, and it is resealable afterwards. And here is the actual product look. Again, if you have protein shakes, I wouldn't say it's all that different, really. Now, I did make a rookie mistake here, because I put my scoops in first. And I realised later that what that can mean is that some of it clumps up at the bottom, and it doesn't actually the water that you put in doesn't sort of penetrate into the bits in the very much of the corner of the shaker. And you'll also see that it's up to about the 200-300 ml mark already. But anyway, it does say to put in about 400 ml of water, or kind of a smaller amount of water. Give it a good shake. And it says then you should sort of top it up to the actual amount of water that you require. So I was going for, you want kind of 150 ml to 200 ml per scoop. Depending how much you put in, obviously changes the consistency. For that matter, how many scoops? Each scoop is about 152 calories. You are supposed to have kind of 3 for the full effect, I suppose, but you don't have to have had 3. You can just put 2 in if you want like a light snack almost. So here you just be demonstrating you should really add it to the water. You can add ice cubes to it after as well. You can blend in fruit and other things like that. As I mentioned, I got some flavour sachets. So here's the toffee one. And like with the other pack, we're going to tear open the top. Now, a lot of people say you don't need much of it to add the flavour. So, they're not massive little sachets, obviously, as you can see, but I just sprinkled a little bit of it in, and I could tell the difference, and then I'm going to keep that to make another one later on. Generally, they're quite a sort of oaty taste, but with a hint of the vanilla or the fruit, depending which one you got. The shakes, and I do quite like the taste. It's quite nice, and as you say, you can add things to get a bit of variety, should you wish. So I guess the big question is why? Why would you buy Huel? Why would you use Huel? Huel themselves would have you believe that it's about saving the world. And I'm not saying that it's not, but they give some stats about 30% of all food is wasted, which, working in a supermarket, I could probably believe. It's not good. And even I don't know, going to a restaurant, I'm sure you'll see there's a lot of wasted food. So I get that they're saying, this is a more efficient way of eating. It's 100% plant-based, so it's got oats, peas, rice, flaxseed, sunflower seed, coconut. There's all these different things, and it's kind of blended. Things are extracted from here and there. There's a lot of discussion about, is it processed? I know, in the strictest sense, clearly it's processed. It's a powder, but how sort of natural is it, I suppose, is the kind of the discussion. And I couldn't answer that. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not an expert in that field. From what you can see of what's included in it, it's very good. So in 100 grams, you get 37 grams of carbohydrates. Only like a gram or 2 of that is sugar. You get 13 grams of fat, which you might think, why is there any fat in there? But you're supposed to have fat in your diet, so that makes sense. There's 30 grams of protein in 100 grams. And there's 7.7 grams of fiber. So there's a lot of what you need is in there. And I'm not going to go through the whole list of nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals and all that kind of thing, but apparently they're all in there. That's what makes it an entirely meal replacement shake. For me, the reason that I use it is there's a few different things. It's about controlling calories. Your average low-cal meal is kind of 350 to 400 calories. I'm trying to limit myself to about 2,000 calories. Someone of my size should probably have 2,500 to 3,000 a day. So me aiming for 2,000 and cycling a lot, that's why I'm losing weight. I don't always hit 2,000, but things like Huel are good because you can be very specific. Yeah, if you want 2 scoops, that's 300 calories, boom, done. If you want to go 3 scoops, 450, not a problem. It's just very easy to portion, really. Very easy to make. I'm not gonna lie, the convenience is a big factor. Love how simple it is. it actually tastes quite nice. It's not something that I've only been using it for about 10 days, 7 to 10 days. So maybe it's too early to know if I'd get bored of it, but I am only having about one meal a day. It's reasonably filling, and I would just say reasonably. So like today, I'm very hungry right now. I've been out cycling. I've had a bit of porridge for breakfast. I'm thinking, I'm going to a barbecue this evening. Shall I just try? I guess I'm going to have to. Well, not have to, but I'm going to try and have just Huel for lunch and see if I last through to the evening. I might snap and end up eating other stuff, but hopefully it's enough to get me through. So how am I actually finding it? As I said, it is tasty. The flavour sachets just add that little bit extra that you can sort of keep things a bit of variety. I love the convenience. It's just so simple. I love the calorie control, as I've just mentioned. The sort of filling aspect is what I'm not sure about. A lot of people said, yeah, it's really filling. It gets me through this, gets me through that. I tried it for breakfast. So my normal breakfast at the moment has been a bowl of porridge when I wake up. So that's kind of 6:30. And then at work, I'll have a bowl of cereal at about 9:30. And I'll maybe have a banana. And that will get me through to 1:15 when it's lunchtime, where I'll eat probably quite big. So I thought, well, I'll do a 3 scoop of Huel and I'll drink kind of half of it first thing in the morning. And I'll drink the other half of it at 9:30 when I kind of have my second breakfast. By 12 o'clock, I was very hungry, much more hungry than if I'd had the porridge and the cereal, which actually is quite a similar calorie count. So, filling, I don't know, I'm still a bit on the fence. To an extent, yes. When it does work is in the evening. So as I think I mentioned, quite often I'll go cycling, then I'll have I used to have a fruit and veg smoothie. Cycling seemed to suppress my hunger. So that I'm sure there was one evening I didn't even have, and maybe had a protein shake after, and that was it. So it's not massively surprising that 2.5 scoops of Huel gets me through the evening, and I normally have like a bowl of cereal before I go to bed, just to kind of keep my stomach going to the morning. So for me, it works as an evening meal replacement because that's the least necessary meal for me, I suppose. But I do like it. I like it. I love the convenience. I love the calorie control. It's a nice taste. I would give it a thumbs up. It's quite an expensive thing just to try because you do need to order at least 2 bags. It's free delivery and quick delivery. So basically, my order was £41 perhaps or something like that. And that was pretty much as small as it could be for a first order. As I said, use my link or just put my name, Andy Crowther, as the referrer, and I think you get £10 off, and I'll get £10 off my next order. That'd be great. So I guess doing that, you can maybe get it down to just over 30. My dry users promo, it would have been 45, I think, and maybe I got a 10% off somewhere else. Anyway, so I don't know if you're like me, you're trying to sort of count calories, you're trying to control what you're eating and that sort of thing, it could be worth trying. Or if you just love the idea of the convenience of it, that actually your meal is just a quick shake and you're done. So, I don't know, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, a little bit different to what I normally do. Do let me know in the comments what you think about Huel, what you think about this video. As I said, if you want this video about kind of weight loss, if that'll be interesting to you, do comment to kind of spur me on to do that, I suppose. But that's all for now. My name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon. Well done, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, you might want to click the little fellow that should hopefully appear about here to subscribe. You may also want to check out some of my other videos, which are going to appear somewhere there. Also, come and have a look at my website, androidandy.uk. There is also a forum. Come and say hello on the forum. If you've got any questions about things or request me to review things or anything else, just come and have a chat on the forum.